Well, hello, happy Lent, if that's not an oxymoron. Every year, as I get older, I recognize my own vulnerability. From dust we have come, and to dust we shall return has a little deeper meaning every year. The other day, running through the green belt, I saw this fox. It was a stormy, sort of rainy night, but the creature just seemed it seemed powerful or fast, but if anything, it seemed out of place because I've never seen a fox in the green belt. On the levee, maybe, but you'll see here as the fox starts to walk away, it's one of its legs is injured. It's limping, and as I continued on my run, limping away, I thought, wow, we're all vulnerable. We're all really at God's mercy. Experienced this too. This last Monday on the holiday, we were supposed to take the youth group on a snow day, and if you remember, the weather reports were showing threatening views of avalanche danger and road closures and snowstorms and thunderstorms, and so it was probably the wise decision to make. Although it as it turned out, it was a little bit inflated in terms of the power of that storm. But we decided to make the right call and to play it safe, I think, for everybody's mental health, well-being, and parents that were sending their kids to the mountains. It's interesting that the rock, the pebble I got during our Lent service, some of you received some of these pebbles with words on them. My word was safe, which is not often a word that describes me. People don't usually think safety when they I've said to people safety is my middle name, and they usually laugh at me, but they're I'm learning still in my older age that's often wise, but sometimes, and I'm still wrestling with what that word might mean for me. And it's interesting as I turn to the Psalm of the day, Psalm 67, that that word safe appeared right in the middle. You'll hear it here. This is verse 5 from Psalm 67. If you have raced with runners and they have wearied you, and I felt this way, how will you compete with horses? And if you trust in a safe land, how will you fare in the thickets of the Jordan? Our relationship with God is filled with risk. It's meant to. God leads us to places that don't seem safe. But while on the physical human side, we're given wisdom to judge the actions of our day-to-day lives. On a deeper level, we're called into a relationship of deep trust and some risk and sacrifice that's involved, and that is safety, because then we're in God's mercy, in God's hands, and trusting in God. And so my prayer for you, my prayer for me, is that our vulnerability in this time of Lent and the recognition of that will lead us into a place of deeper trust with God, and that safety, that word safety, can take on new meanings of calling us to things that God may have been trying to get our attention about. And this is a good season to consider that. So my prayer goes with you in that, but I do pray that you will be safe, and that you will have feel guarded by God in a way that gives you the freedom to dream about the risks God may be calling you to take. Have a great day. Bye-bye.